Woman had only spent one night asleep, but when she woke up, she found her husband dead on top of her. To confirm her suspicion, she pushed him off with her foot and checked him, realizing he wasn't breathing. His body slid off the bed. She wanted to get up and see what was going on, but her hands were locked in handcuffs. At first, she thought it was all a prank by her husband, but then she noticed his head was bleeding heavily. She screamed, but they were in a remote area, no one would hear her. Just as despair set in, she suddenly heard a noise outside. However, it wasn't a person, it was a wild dog. As she panicked, the dog started drooling, clearly wanting to eat her husband's body. Desperate to protect her husband's corpse, she grabbed a book from the bedside and threw it at the dog. But the dog didn't leave. The woman broke down in tears. Then, her husband suddenly sat up. Before she could process what was happening, she realized her husband was still lying motionless on the ground. It turned out she was hallucinating from prolonged mental stress. Determined to survive, the woman tried to save herself. She broke her own fingers and then bent the handcuff post until she freed herself. After a struggle, she escaped her restraints. But when she reached the door and looked back, she realized everything had been another hallucination.